Hello, great people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you from here. Hope you are doing well. Please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to get our updates each time. Let's start with one of the stories we failed to properly analyze in our last broadcast. How many of you followed our broadcast last night? Anyway, Kanus trial is supposed to be opposed. That is according to Aloy Ejimakor. He's also the council to indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. According to reports, he has faulted the legal team that was formed by Ohanaeze to monitor the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. According to him, Ohanaeze is supposed to oppose Kanus' trial if they are truly in support of IPOB's leader. He described the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as illegal, adding that Nnamdi Kanu cannot be tried on the basis of what happened that brought him back to Nigeria because of the circumstances. He also disclosed that the monitoring of Nnamdi Kanu's trial by Ohanaeze will only give the impression of bestowing legality to the illegality that brought Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. And I think there is sense in what Ejimakor is saying, that that's like an approving of the trial, which shouldn't even be at the first place. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from another country, and he's holding a British passport, not a Nigerian passport, and that in itself is against his rights. If the government intends to do things properly, it wouldn't have made such an attempt. And Ohanaeze's pronouncement is like giving the government a nod, a go-ahead. And now that is what Malami and co-destroyers are riding on to go on to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You need to hear what Malami said. Now he's riding on what Ohanaeze has proclaimed, that the administration of Buhari, an administration that constantly disregards the court rulings, that they respect the rule of law and they are not going to breach the law in the judgment. A government that kidnaps somebody from another country with another passport. There is no basis for such trial, but because Ohanaeze has given the nod to that nonsense. Malami even went on to say that with or without the so-called monitoring by Ohanaeze, that justice will be adequately served to Nnamdi Kanu in compliance with the enshrined provisions of the law. He said that they would be open-minded and guided by the rule of law to pass court judgment to their people in their local dialects. You could imagine the nonsense he's spewing. However, the Ohanaeze led by George Obiozor stated that his faction did not send anyone to the federal government, adding that another organization using the name of Ohanaeze might have met AGF, that's Malami, and perhaps that is the Edwin Ibe-led Ohanaeze, whose spokesman is Uchechi Isuguzo. You know, Isuguzo is too forward, Abi? So when George Obiozor was asked if the Ohanaeze legal team met with AGF, he said he doesn't know about that. Maybe it's another Ohanaeze, wherever. But Ohanaeze worldwide, the one led by him, Obiozor, which he received from Nyamudu, has not sent any legal team yet to Malami, he said. Meanwhile, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife breaks silence on husband's arrest. The wife of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, Uchechi, has spoken for the first time since her husband was arrested. He said that none of the family members of the IPOB leader has been able to reach him since he got into custody of the Department of State Service. Even Nnamdi Kanu's brother, Emmanuel Kanu, said they can't reach him. They are not allowed. And she further stated that her husband has been beaten and tortured by security agencies, both in Kenya and Nigeria. And they said that gets her worried. Uchechi is currently in the north of England. And during an interview, I think that interview was conducted by Sunday Times, that was on Sunday, she said that while speaking, she said it's hard for her to speak, adding that she's extremely devastated, being that her husband has been beaten and tortured. She said she is scared for his life. And she also made it known that she was always worried about her husband, adding that when one is asking for freedom from dictators, a country ruled by dictators, that the person is a target. And Kanus' wife also pointed that when she saw what happened in Belarus and how no one did anything, she knew nowhere is safe. The Nigerian government carrying out the rendition is a crime. We are not even talking about independence, she said. Now, still in line with our discussion, our news, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer says his client needs quick medical attention. Ejiofor, the council, also to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra and IPOB, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, yes, he said that his client needs quick, advanced medical attention because he is not feeling too good. Ejiofor is calling on President Muhammadu Buhari-led government to allow his medical personnel to visit him in the custody of the Department of State Services. In an interview on Tuesday, Ejiofor noted that the legal team had filed court processes in that regard to enforce that his medical doctors are allowed to see him. And this one, then they beg these people. You know, I wonder why he would have to beg for someone's doctor to see him. This is someone who is yet to be tried. It is believed that he has passed through a lot of, he has passed through incarceration in Kenya, then to Nigeria and DSS dungeon. That alone is enough to alter one's health condition. He wants to be treated, checked by his personal medical team, and they are yet to allow that. Are they trying to allow him die slowly? And this is coming from a government that is saying they would give him a fair trial. Can you already imagine the outcome of the nonsense they call trial? And now you can understand why Ejimakor is asking that the trial shouldn't even hold. These are part of the reasons. You know, Nigerian government continue to misbehave. When a dictator is in power, could you imagine another report? DSS arrests 3 Israeli filmmakers who were investigating Igbo Jewish lineage origin in Anambra. They were arrested for coming in contact with IPOB members. Actually, these Israelis were shooting a documentary in Anambra State, Southeast, where they were arrested last week. The Israeli ministry has confirmed this. Oh, nice one, nice one. Israeli foreign ministry is aware of this. Nigeria never go Ochinti Adama mgbe agha na-esu. I hope you understand this proverb. I'm rolling out. Nketa ọnwụ na-achị igbu ọha na isisi nsị. Ọha na isisi nsị atọ. According to reports, Nigerian authorities arrested and interrogated the trial on suspicion that they had come in contact with IPOB members. The Israeli embassy in Abuja is said to be following the case closely and is in contact with Nigerian authorities, according to the foreign ministry. Anyway, and reports shows that one of the Israelis arrested is Rudy Rochman. He's a Zionist activist and he has about 95,000 followers on Instagram. And in his entourage were filmmaker Noam Leibman and French-Israeli journalist E. David Bania. I think these were the same people, Israeli, who came with the Sefer Torah. I think so. You know, we talked about it on our earlier broadcast. And this Israeli, they were in Nigeria to film a movie titled We Were Never Lost, sorry. A documentary exploring Jewish communities in African countries, such as Kenya, Madagascar, Uganda, and Nigeria. And these people took off from Ben Gurion Airport on July 5th, and they landed in Nigeria the next day. And according to locals, the crew was detained at a synagogue during Friday night service in Igbo village of Ogidi. Ogidi is in Anambra State. By what Nigeria's secret police, and they were taken to Abuja. The filmmaker were said to be aware of the political sensitivity surrounding the filming of the Igbo community. And through their Facebook page, they stressed that they do not take any position on the political movements, as they are not here as politicians nor as part of any governmental delegations. And the group met last week with Igbo leader Eze Chukwuemeka Eri and presented him with a framed chivity made in Jerusalem. And Rochman also presented another Igbo community with a Torah scroll, whose cover was designed by British-Israeli street artist Solomon Souza. I wouldn't want to say much on this, but the Nigerian government is taking things too far. Again, if you like, listen. This union is not working for us, and we shouldn't be forced to remain in it. It is not working. Ordinarily, these Israelis wouldn't have problem coming to our bottlenecks. They wouldn't have any problem visiting or researching in our land under a Biafran government. But see what nonsense amalgamation has cost. Could you imagine we have to take permission from one Fotajalo to lock our gates at night? So sad. Anyway, viewers, please, I would like you to add your respectful comments on this. Tell us what you think. Please also subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Click on the bell icon to get our updates anytime it drops. Also, share this video widely. Azuka OJ. Bye for now.